Welcome back to the channel and to another video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a closer look at the sampler performance pad here on the DDJ-FLX 4. Well, to be honest, it can apply to any DJ controller within the Pioneer DJ range that has this feature. Specifically, I want to focus on helping you to create your own samples within the Rekordbox software. Let's get into it. Okay, so in today's video, we are going to be focusing specifically on the sampler performance pad mode here on the Flex 4, but specifically about how to create your own samples, which I think is really quite cool. It's one of the most fun features that I think you can do on Rekordbox. Now, of course, if you watch my last video, I spoke about all of the performance pad features, all performance pad modes, should I say, on the Flex 4, so do check out that video if you want to know more about the other pad modes here. And I did touch upon the sampler. However, here I'm going to speak specifically about creating your own samples, okay? There are loads of sample packs out there on the internet specifically for DJs, so if you are interested, have a look online, but this is specifically about creating your own samples, which I think is really quite cool. So, in order to do this, what you're going to do is on your Rekordbox screen is you need to have the sample panel switched on first and foremost. I'm just going to hit record on the audio actually on this. So make sure that you've got the sampler panel switched on. That's activated at just at the top of the waveform. If you hover over it, it says show hide sampler panel. So there you've got your 8 samples or sample sections ready to go on screen. Now, I've got a track loaded here, Looking by Tempo Elektrik. If you are interested, have a look in the description. I'll leave a link to his Spotify. This is a pretty housey track. But what I want to sample is the vocal, which I think is quite a cool vocal. I think that could be pretty cool over some other drum beats and you know, if I wanted to get a bit creative. But I want to extract that and use that as a sample off of this hot cue. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is you need to set up a loop, because a sample should be a very small section of a track. It should be like a one-liner or a sound effect or something like that. So for this example, we're going to set up a 4-beat loop from this vocal. So we've got the 4-beat, and if we press play, that's just going to keep on looping and looping round. So once you've identified the portion of the track that you want to sample, on the Rekordbox screen, on the waveform, it's a little bit hidden away. Come to the bottom of the waveform and you'll notice a little pair of scissors where it says capture. And this is where you can extract a section of the track and use it in a sampler. So basically, all you need to do is click on this little scissors icon here, and you'll notice that loop has now turned blue. So that will now enable you to extract that loop out of the main track. Don't worry, you're not doing any damage to the audio file or anything like that. And all you need to do is now simply drag and drop. You can see the waveform is being dragged and dropped, and you can now select a pad to assign that sample to. It will do its little thing there, and now you can see if I click sampler, it's actually been assigned to the top left button. So, and I've got it on one shot there, but it's just that 4-beat loop in the sample, and you can do this with as many different tracks or anything that you want really. So if you find a vocal, a sound effect or anything, it's quite cool. So you could even do it as a gate mode. So and then once you've done that, you can just simply click on the scissors icon again, because you've got your sample, and then exit the loop and play your track and off you go. And that is a nice quick little way in order to make your own samples and you know, be a bit creative, be a bit unique. Hope that you have found this video useful. Please do give me a thumbs up if you have made it this far. If you are brand new to DJing, check out that video up there next. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you next time.